to the NDTV Auto Show. You are with me, Mugdha Mishra. Let's see what's on the show today. First look of Skoda Kylaq. Test drive of Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Nissan Magnite Facelift review. First up is a much-awaited product from Skoda, their entry into sub-4-meter compact SUV segment, the Kylaq. It is going to compete with the likes of Mahindra 3XO, Tata Nexon and Maruti Brezza. And much before its launch, we have got some interesting details for you.
Kylaq उसी प्लेटफॉर्म पर बनी है जिस पर कुशाक और स्लाविया बनी थी, यानी कि MQB AOIN प्लेटफॉर्म पर। सब कॉम्पैक्ट SUV सेगमेंट काफी इंपॉर्टेंट सेगमेंट है इंडियन मार्केट में। ऑलमोस्ट 20% मार्केट शेयर इस सेगमेंट का है। Maruti Brezza and Tata Nexon are the leaders of the segment. So will the late entrant Kylaq shake up the order? Only time will tell. Oh, by the way, has the camouflaged wrap got your attention? It is different, isn't it? Well, these are alphabets from various Indian languages, and this wrap was designed by every Indian child's favorite crafts guy from Mad Harun Robert.
Let me first tell you about the wheelbase. So the wheelbase that you get here is 2566 mm, which in comparison, for example, Brezza gets a 2500 mm wheelbase. When you get a 2500 mm wheelbase, so it can give you an idea of what kind of space you can expect on the inside.
Kylaq की टोटल लेंथ 3995 mm है और ग्राउंड क्लियरेंस 189 mm की। तो मतलब इंडियन स्पीड ब्रेकर्स और पॉट होल्स को क्रॉस करने में तो Kylaq को दिक्कत नहीं होने वाली।
Now, on the outside, you can expect a new design language from Skoda, which is what they are adopting in all their products worldwide. So you can see a little bit more of a curvy front. You have your dual setup for DRLs and headlamps.
इस camouflage के पीछे rear clearly नहीं दिख रहा, but I think it will be a well-designed rear and will not carry a chopped Kushaq look. The tail lamps, though small, seem to fit well with the size of the Kylaq. Skoda ने हमें बताया है कि hot stamp steel and a redone crash management system will ensure better safety in the car.
This one gets the 1-liter TSI engine paired with a manual and a 6-speed AT. Power you get here is 115 HP and 178 Nm of torque. I got to drive this car on this coast track. Can't tell much about the product, but I can tell you that Skoda has always focused on ride and handling, and this car's ride quality is pretty good. We also drove a little bit on the gravel.
While it's difficult to form a concrete view of the ride quality, here are my initial impressions.
And I can tell you that the suspension absorbs those bumps pretty well. You will feel them, but it's not uncomfortable at all. It absorbs those bumps very, very well. Now, I also got to handle the car on the go-kart track. We did slalom with it, we did moose test, and we also tested its braking capability. और वो सारे टेस्ट करने के बाद
go-kart ट्रैक पर इसे चलाने में मजा तो बहुत आया। थोड़ा बॉडी रोल पता चला, लेकिन मैन्यूवरेबिलिटी बेहतरीन थी। 1-लीटर टर्बोचार्ज इंजन है तो बहुत क्विक तो नहीं है, लेकिन इस साइज की गाड़ी के लिए ठीक है। बाकी जब इसे प्रॉपर्ली डिटेल में रिव्यू करेंगे तब।
ये प्रोटोटाइप्स हैं, अभी इनको थोड़ा सा और इन पर काम होना बाकी है, बट जितना हमने इसे चलाया है उतने में मैं आपको ये जरूर बता सकती हूँ कि इट्स समथिंग टू लुक फॉरवर्ड टू।
Skoda ने इसमें फीचर्स भी बेहतरीन दिए हैं। I wish मैं आपको सारी डिटेल्स दे सकती, but it's not allowed. So this is all I can say for now, that it will have some segment first features.
6 नवंबर को इसका ग्लोबल अनवेल होगा, and then by the next year, by the beginning of next year, we will see the launch of Kylaq, and it does seem to be a promising product. Nissan has updated its Magnite. We take you on a review and tell you whether it has become a much better value for money product.
So the biggest design updates are focused on the front end of the new Magnite. So the grille that you see, it gets gloss black inserts. There's a nice thick chrome border, and the front bumper as well, it is new and gets this nice silver 4 skid plate. Looks really nice. Integrated fog lights, that's another new touch. And lastly, if you see the alloys, if you look at the alloys, the design of the alloy wheels is very different. And if we were to talk about the profile of the car, the rear section stays the same except for the fact that the LED tail lights get a new lighting signature. Nissan claims that the Magnite now gets best-in-class cabin storage of 19 liters along with 336-liter boot space, which can be expanded to 690 liters with the rear seats down. The seats themselves get a standard 60-40 split. Alright, so we are inside the cabin of the new Magnite Facelift, and well, the look and feel of the cabin has changed. The layout of the dashboard stays the same, but now you get this nice dual tone color scheme inside the cabin first, and you have this leatherette upholstery, so this soft touch leatherette on the dashboard, and the seats as well, you can see this double stitching too. And apart from that, well, the steering unit is new as well. It feels nice and chunky to hold, and it looks better than before. And if you want, well, Nissan also gives you the option to put 4-color ambient lighting inside the cabin. That's an optional fitment, but overall, the feel, the fit and finish of the car from the inside is really good and gives you the feel of a premium car. So that appeal is quite nice. In terms of features, Nissan says that there are 20 plus features on the new Magnite Facelift. First, the 7-inch digital instrument cluster, it is new. It gets revised graphics and a new layout, so that's different. The touchscreen infotainment system, it gets wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It is the same as before, no changes there. And Nissan also offers you a tech pack which includes a wireless charger and scuff plates, JBL speakers, and a few other features like air purifier. But what the Magnite misses out on is a sunroof. So what the 2024 Magnite also gets is a smart global key, and the good thing about this is I won't press any buttons on the key, and I'll just walk away from the car will lock itself automatically, and if I come closer to the car will unlock itself as well. Nissan also offers a tech pack that includes wireless charger, dash cam, JBL speakers, LED scuff plates and puddle lamps along with ambient lighting. The Magnite Facelift continues to get a 1-liter turbo petrol engine and a 1-liter naturally aspirated petrol engine, with both models getting a 5-speed manual gearbox. The turbo petrol gets an XCVT automatic, while the naturally aspirated models get an AMT auto as options. Right, so we are driving the Magnite Facelift with the 1-liter turbo petrol engine and the CVT gearbox. So that's the top of the line, top of the spec engine gearbox combination that we have with us today. And the car stays the same mechanically, so no changes really in terms of how the car drives or feels. The Nissan Magnite makes for a solid upgrade if you're in the market for a smaller car like the Tata Punch or the Hyundai Exter. The pricing is compelling, and as far as features are concerned, the Magnite Facelift, it gets a decent set of features and creature comforts, although the addition of a sunroof could have added to the desirability factor. Well, the car offers a decent performance, the ride quality is good, and it is perfect for urban runabouts.
Join me as I take you on a detailed review of Mercedes' latest launch, its most popular sedan, the Mercedes-Benz E-Class. This is the new Mercedes-Benz E-Class. इंडिया में ये E-Class का 5th जनरेशन है, इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में 10th जनरेशन है, V214 इसका कोड नेम है, और इंडिया में E-Class जानी जाती है अपनी सेकेंड रो के लिए, और इसीलिए इंडिया में ये आती है लॉन्ग व्हील बेस के साथ. I have done a detailed walk around of the new Mercedes-Benz E-Class. You can find that on NDTV Auto's YouTube channel. But now the big question is this E-Class more modern, more luxurious, and is this the luxury salon that you should be opting for? Well, that's what I'm here for. I will give you that answer. Keep watching. First, let's talk about the dimensions and looks. The new E-Class is 13 mm taller, and the already long wheelbase has gone up by 15 mm. E-Class carries the elegant salon look. It gets the large grille with big Mercedes logo in the center, surrounded by smaller 3-pointed stars. The twin LED headlamp setup, a well-defined bumper area, and a long bonnet gives the car a stately presence. On the side, the slightly curved shoulder line stretches from the headlamp to the tail lamp. You get flush door handles, 18-inch tastefully executed alloys, a redesigned rear door with a Maybach-inspired kink on the window line. Rear में immediately recognizable tri-star LED tail lamp है और rear bumper chrome में है. The boot is of decent size and gets hands-free access. नई E-Class में spare wheel floorboard के नीचे है, तो luggage space better है. E-Class का सही रिव्यू तो इसकी rear seat पर बैठकर ही हो सकता है. So I asked my colleague to drive me around. Seat itself is very comfortable and you can adjust the recline up to 36 degrees. You can even adjust the thigh support. You can increase it. The thigh support was not less by any standards, but you can increase it and sit absolutely comfortably. And though the leg room is quite nice, ये सीट मैंने बिल्कुल पीछे तक की हुई है, उसके बाद भी अच्छा खासा लेग रूम मुझे मिल रहा है. लेकिन अगर आपको और ज़्यादा लेग स्पेस चाहिए तो आप यहाँ पर ये बटन प्रेस करिए और इस सीट को आप कर सकते हैं पूरी तरह से आगे. ये मिलता है शॉपर पैकेज में. देन यहाँ पर सन ब्लाइंड्स भी पावर्ड हैं, तो आपको बस इसको ऊपर करना है और सन ब्लाइंड्स ऊपर हो जाएंगे. और साथ ही आपको रियर सन ब्लाइंड भी मिलता है एंड यहाँ पर 4 जोन AC मिल रहा है. आप इसको अपने हिसाब से एडजस्ट कर सकते हैं. आगे जो इतनी सारी स्क्रीन्स आपको मिल रही हैं, यहाँ रियर सीट पर आपको कोई भी स्क्रीन नहीं मिल रही. इनफैक्ट आर्मरेस्ट में यहाँ पर आपको वायरलेस चार्जर तो मिल रहा है, लेकिन जो एक पैड होता था, एक यहाँ पर टैब मिलता था, वो आपको नहीं मिल रहा. यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा स्पेस आपके पास और है और आपको टाइप C चार्जिंग पॉइंट्स भी मिल जाते हैं 2. बट एक अच्छी बात यह है कि आपके पास वॉइस कमांड है, तो आप यहाँ इस सीट पर बैठकर कुछ एक वॉइस कमांड दे सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हे मर्सिडीज,
How can I help?
ओपन सनरूफ.
I'm opening the sunroof.
इसको आपको यूज़ करने में थोड़ी तकलीफ हो सकती है क्योंकि कभी कभी ये यहाँ इस सीट से काम नहीं करता. फ्रंट सीट से जितनी बार भी मैंने कमांड दिया उतनी बार इसने सीमलेसली फॉलो किया है. अब एक अहम बात यह है कि ड्राइव के वक्त आपको कितना कंफर्ट मिल रहा है. तो इसका जो सस्पेंशन है वो स्टिफ साइड पर है, लेकिन अब्जॉर्प्शन बहुत बढ़िया है. तो इसका मतलब कि अगर आप खराब रोड से निकल रहे हैं तो आपको ये ज़रूर पता चलेगा कि रोड खराब है, लेकिन वो जो बम्प्स वगैरह हैं वो आपको अंदर ज़्यादा फील नहीं होंगे क्योंकि गाड़ी अब्जॉर्ब उन बम्प्स को बहुत अच्छे से कर लेती है. और अच्छी बात ये भी है कि हम सुबह से इस गाड़ी को चला रहे हैं, कई हमने स्पीड ब्रेकर्स क्रॉस किए और उन सभी स्पीड ब्रेकर्स को इसने काफ़ी आसानी से क्रॉस किया है. It's no air suspension, but Mercedes says they have worked on steel spring suspension with selective damping for Indian conditions, and it shows. It's stiff enough to be stable on bumpy roads and still manages to keep the occupants comfortable. Though now, I want to be behind the steering wheels. Now, before I start telling you about how does the new E-Class drives, let me first tell you about all the features you get here. You get a driver display, which is customizable and can get all the important information right in front of your eyes. I do miss a heads-up display. You get a super screen, and that means you get the infotainment screen and individual screen for the passenger. And most of the magic has happened on these two screens. There are very few buttons here, including a button to manage the drive modes. Otherwise, everything is through this screen, including the air vents. Yes, you heard me right. You get digital air vents. That means you control the direction of the air vents through this screen. And there's a lot that you can do on this screen, including play games, but only when the car is stationary. You can connect that passenger screen to Bluetooth headphones and enjoy your own music or your own entertainment. Though I must say that I miss some of the buttons, especially the AC buttons. Controlling the AC while on the move through the screen, I have always found that very cumbersome. But the good thing is that AC menu is available on the touch of a button. And you can of course use voice command to manage many functions. You also get this leather wrapped steering, very nice to hold. You have these steering mounted controls and paddle shifters to give you better control of the car. सब जगह आपको सॉफ्ट टच मटेरियल मिलता है. यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं लेदर रैप्ड है, पूरा डैशबोर्ड लेदर रैप्ड है और जो AC वेंट का एग्जीक्यूशन है वो मुझे बहुत ही नीट लगा. इनफैक्ट पूरा जो फ्रंट एरिया है, पूरा जो डैशबोर्ड एरिया है, ये बहुत ही नीटली एग्जीक्यूटेड लगता है. The interiors show attention to detail and quality is top class. यहाँ सेंटर कंसोल एरिया में ये ओपन 4 वुड फिनिश दिया गया है और ये बहुत ही अच्छा इसका टच एंड फील है. और यहाँ पर आपको कप होल्डर्स भी मिल जाते हैं, वायरलेस चार्जर है यहाँ पर और थोड़ी सी जगह है जहाँ पर आप अपना की रख सकते हैं. इसके साथ ही आर्मरेस्ट के नीचे भी आपको जगह मिल जाती है और यहाँ पर भी थोड़ा बहुत सामान रखा जा सकता है. रियर सीट्स तो कंफर्टेबल हैं ही, ये फ्रंट सीट्स भी बहुत कंफर्टेबल हैं और यहाँ पर अब ये कुशन भी मिलता है जो कि जब आप ड्राइव कर रहे हैं तो आपको बहुत ही बढ़िया सपोर्ट देते हैं. मुझे ये लगता है कि आपको ये इंश्योर करना पड़ेगा कि आपका जो ड्राइवर है वो कोई ऑयल वगैरह लगाकर नहीं आ रहा है, अदरवाइज दीज कुशन्स विल गेट डर्टी. Well, there are brown and black color upholstery available too, but the interior upholstery color depends on the choice of exterior color, for which you have 5 options: grey, black, silver, white and blue. The front seats come with ventilation and heating function. And one very interesting bit that has been added to this car is this selfie camera. This is not just a selfie camera because it can also record video and can also help you attend your meetings. अगर आप Zoom कॉल लेना चाहते हैं, WebEx मीटिंग, Teams मीटिंग कुछ भी लेना चाहते हैं, आप इस कैमरे के ज़रिए कर सकते हैं. ड्राइवर साइड से भी की जा सकती है ये मीटिंग और पैसेंजर साइड से भी आप ये मीटिंग अटेंड कर सकते हैं. और गाड़ी में अगर आप बैठकर फोटोज लेना चाहते हैं या फिर वीडियोस रिकॉर्ड करना चाहते हैं तो वो भी किया जा सकता है. आपको उसको सेव करने के लिए USB ड्राइव की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी. तो आप जो रूट्स फॉलो करते हैं हर रोज़ वो ये गाड़ी लर्न करेगी. सपोज़ आप रोज़ एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम पर ऑफिस जाते हैं, द कार विल लर्न दैट रूट और आपको वो नेविगेशन प्रॉम्प्ट आएगा. आपको उस वक्त की जो सेटिंग्स पसंद हैं उसके प्रॉम्प्ट्स भी आ जाएंगे. So a lot has been done in making sure this car preempts what you want. Now let's talk about the drive. So आपके पास 3 engine choices हैं. M254 4-cylinder petrol engine on E200, OM654M 4-cylinder diesel engine on E220D, both of which have a 48-volt on-board electrical system with integrated starter alternator. The engines are paired with 9-speed torque converter automatic. The petrol engine produces 204 HP power and 320 Nm torque, while the diesel engine produces max power of 197 HP and a torque of 450 Nm. The mild hybrid system also generates additional torque of 205 Nm. Very soon, Mercedes will bring the E454 Matic 2, which is what you should opt for if you want all the luxury with performance. The E454 Matic is powered by 6-cylinder inline petrol engine producing 381 HP and 500 Nm and does 0 to 100 in claimed 4.5 seconds. In contrast, the car I'm driving today, the E200, does the run in 7.5 seconds. Now, E200. It's not so much performance oriented, it is more oriented towards giving you a comfortable ride. तो इसमें जो power delivery है वो काफ़ी लीनियर है. इनफैक्ट स्पोर्ट्स मोड में भी इसमें आपको 3 मोड्स मिलते हैं, कंफर्ट, इको और साथ ही स्पोर्ट्स मोड. स्पोर्ट्स मोड में भी थोड़ा सा वक्त लगता है इसको डाउनशिफ्ट होने में और उसके बाद भी पावर डिलीवरी काफ़ी लीनियर रहती है. सो क्लियरली द फोकस इज मोर ऑन गिविंग द पैसेंजर्स कंफर्ट and a very smooth drive. Though I must say it's not slow, just the delivery of power is at an even pace. And the shifts are quick and on point. So if you want to have a little bit of fun, it's better to use these paddle shifters. The car feels planted to the ground and the steering response is great. It adds weight and feels quite precise as you gain speed. और इंडियन कंडीशंस में, स्पेशली जब आप शहर में चला रहे होते हैं, तो ये ADAS कभी कभी काफ़ी ज़्यादा मुश्किल पैदा कर देता है क्योंकि इतनी सारी अनप्रिडिक्टेबल सिचुएशंस होती हैं. बट इन दिस न्यू E-Class, you also get ADAS functionality in E-Class. And you know how Indian conditions are, especially city conditions, जहाँ पर कहीं पर भी कुछ भी हो जाता है. कभी भी आपके सामने कोई साइकिल वाला आ जाएगा, बाइक वाला आ जाएगा, और तब जो अगर आपने एक्टिव ब्रेक असिस्ट ऑन करके रखा है तो जो ब्रेकिंग होती है वो बहुत शार्प होती है. आप उसे ऑफ कर सकते हैं. और इस बार अच्छी बात यह है that if you switch it off, this car will remember it and the next time you drive it, it will remain switched off. पहले मर्सिडीज की गाड़ियों में आपको हर बार उसे स्विच ऑफ करना होता था, लेकिन अब ऐसा नहीं है. द कार विल रिमेंबर योर सेटिंग्स, बट ऑफ कोर्स you should use these settings with caution. After all, ADAS is there for our safety too. While the cabin is quiet and you cannot hear either a road noise or the wind noise or ambient noise, you will hear a little bit of engine noise when you push the car. The E200 was launched at Rs 78.5 lakhs, while the E220D at Rs 81.5 lakhs and the E450 at 92.5 lakhs. The starting price is very close to the outgoing model and around 5 lakhs more expensive than the recently launched BMW long wheelbase 5 Series. But the new E-Class offers a lot more in terms of features and tech. The brand E-Class itself has a lot of value. So in this segment, if you are looking for a comfort-oriented, tech-packed luxury salon, E-Class must be considered. We are in Bangalore driving the new Kia Carnival. You can catch the review on NDTV Auto's YouTube channel on 22nd October at 11 a.m. Till we meet again, drive safe, take care, bye-bye.